Good morning. It's Monday morning. Charlie gonna be wrapped around this pole. Good morning, Sandra. Good morning, Keisha. Charlie got me walking around poles because I don't know what he got going on this morning. How y'all Monday going so far? I'm just getting up. I didn't have to bring my daughter to school this morning. She had a friend that we live kind of far out from her school, like 20 minutes or whatever. And we used to live right around the corner, but I sold that house and moved further out because the property taxes were ridiculous. But anyway, um, so her friend comes way over here to come get some kind of coffee from this place called Seven Brew. So she said, "Hey, I'll pick her up and take her to school." And I said, "What?" And I'm gonna stay asleep for 45 extra minutes. Good morning, Jamie G. Good morning, Gloria. Gloria, you up? You back up, girl? We had a late night last night. Mhm. Good morning. This is a new me. Good morning, Rita. You were in my late night live. So for those who was asleep last night, I went live. What time was it? Almost 11. And I didn't even know that Amora had went live. I seen it after we got off. But I was like, damn, I didn't know Amora was live while I was live. Nobody told me, but um, I think she was just coming out. I don't know when she went live. I don't know if it was before or after I was live. But yeah, I listened to a little bit of it. Keisha says, so far so good. I had a hernia. Oh no. Take it easy, girl. So you're working from home. Good. I'm glad you got that option. Yeah. Work from home is the best thing since sliced bread. Good morning, Lisa Lisa. Good morning, Christine. Good morning, Sandra. I got a belly ache, so I'm drinking Burners. Yeah. I haven't had my Burners yet, Sandra, but that's only really only the soft drink. The only soft drink that I drink is Burners. But like it helps settle your stomach. It gives you, I don't know what that miracle drink do. Besides eat all the, I guess, the acidity, and it definitely helps a belly ache, that's for sure. So I hope you feel better. Gloria said, Candy, I'm a first shifter. Oh, okay. Yeah, Jamie G, definitely catch the replay. Good morning, Sandra Williams. Oh, Christine, do you ever get tired or do you ever feel like you want to ever go back to the office? Because I know it is very, I mean, very convenient, like very convenient. But I hear, so I guess I work from home, but then I mostly work from home. Let me just say that. Probably 60% of my job, no, I guess I could say 60% of my job is at home. And then, of course, I travel a good bit because I have to get out, to see stores and things like that. So, but I hear a lot of women that work from home are complaining about depression, not complaining, but going through depression. Um, and I hear that they're like, I just want to connect back with people. My cousin is going through that right now. She has a small baby and she it's convenient for her to be at home. She has three children, but she's just like, oh my God, I want to see people. I want to talk to people. So I heard, the positives and the negatives of being at home. But it looked like you've been at home prior to COVID. So that's good. Good morning, baby Jab. Good to see you this morning. Um, Charlie, all your aunties say good morning. Look at him, y'all. Charlie scared the daylights out of me yesterday. I given him his heartworm medicine and didn't realize he hadn't eaten anything yet, y'all. And I leave to go bring my bonus son to tutoring. He was at math tutoring on a Sunday. And I come back, my daughter, we pulling up. My daughter called, Charlie threw up everywhere. He vomited everywhere. And so she was very upset, of course, because it was in her room initially. Then she picks him up to go down the stairs, all over the stairs. So that pill made him sick, but I didn't think about the pill right away. I was just freaking out because when I got there, I went outside to check on him because she put him outside on the back in the back porch. Um, and then y'all, I went to pick him up and he starts literally squealing. I have never heard him holler like that. So of course, you know me, like a child, I'm my first thing, come on, pick you up, put you in the car, we're going to the emergency room. So I put him in the car and he had calmed down. She picked him up, put him in the car, and I pulled out and I called my husband and he's like, calm down, babe. I know how you lose it when it come to that dog. And y'all, I didn't brought my dog to the emergency room before. When I was in a bad car accident back in 2021, July 18th of 2021. I was in a horrible car accident. And you know, they don't let you bring your dogs in the back of the EMS. Well, luckily, my best friend, which is now my husband, we he was somewhere and we hadn't talked. Like we used to be on and off with, you know, because we were friends. It wasn't a relationship at the time for what, 4.5 years prior to us officially dating. And he came, I called and said, hey, I just had a bad car accident, you know, blood everywhere. At the time, I didn't even know if Charlie had survived it. Thank God my kids wasn't in it. They were with their dad. We had homeschooled them after COVID that next year. And I was heading from Baton Rouge, heading back to Houston on the interstate on 610, if you know anything about 610. And it was a bright, sunny day. I had just got my lock started the day before that. And that was why I went back to Baton Rouge to see my children and to get my hair, start my lock process. And I'm not even 25 minutes from home. And these people were sitting on the interstate, just parked there. Their wheel axle had broken. They had no brake lights, no casing around their car, illegal as hell. Some illegals, unfortunately, no driver's license, no nothing. And their wheel axle had broken on that raggedy car that should not have even been on the street. And I didn't see them. And I ran into the back of them going like 70 miles an hour. So, I mean, when you seen the car, and I was in a rental, but when you see the car and how folded up it was, it's nobody but God that I made it out that wreck. And my mom came down here immediately the next morning, um, because my parents live in the Baton Rouge area. And we went to go pick up my stuff out of the car and I broke my left wrist and I broke my right foot. So they released me a little later on that night and my mom was trying to come immediately and I'm like, no, I'm fine. I had my cousin here. He took care of me. And then my um, husband slash friend back then took the dog immediately to the emergency room for me, y'all. $400 later. And all it was blood everywhere. So I didn't know what was wrong with him. I didn't even want to look at his face because it was so much blood. But it was his nose that had gotten cut up. He was on the back seat. And when I slammed and hit them, he flew into the front and cut his nose up. $400 later, all they did was clean up his nose and put some ointment on it. So my husband know when it comes to the dog, I'm like, let's go to the emergency room. That's it. We gotta go. We gotta go. So I did calm down and think, and I called the vet yesterday, and she asked me how was his eating and what had he eaten. I said I went back in the house. I said he hasn't eaten, and I gave him that damn pill. She said that's what it is. You can't give heartworm medicine on an empty stomach. I'm like, oh my god. So yeah, Charlie scared the hell out of me. Good morning, Sassy D. I don't think I told you good morning. I also love working from home. 10 years, Sandra. Wow. No, I do not. I do Spark on the weekend and after work if I want to target to get out. My boys keep me busy. Got you. Um, yeah, Christine, it don't bother me either. When I want to see some sun, I go outside and walk the neighborhood. Or I get in my car and leave. And my job is really, really flexible. So I make my own schedule. I do move to my own beat. So it's not like I have to sit behind a computer. Even if I have a call, I can always do my Zoom on my phone. And, we don't have to have cameras on. So that's why I mean, it's just been a blessing. I've been here for almost 8 years, and it's kind of been like that. Come on, what are you looking for? Come on. It's been like that since I moved here. But I've never really had a job where I had to sit in the office. Even when I was a PO, I had 2 days a week that I actually had to be in the office, be at work at a certain time or at court at a certain time. But me and times don't get along. I would be so fired if I had to go to a building for a certain time every day. I've been dealing with that for the past 23 years. My daughter has, cerebral palsy. Got you, Lisa. Sandra said, I'm also an introvert. Me too, Sandra. I don't like people, girl. I'm a dog. I'm a dog mom. I wish I could just deal with animals because people are something. People change too much for me. Good morning, Nikki. Good morning, a different perspective. I work from home for the past 10 years and I love it. Can go into office once a week if we choose to, but I don't. Oh, okay. Man, we got a lot of at-home workers. That's why y'all available all throughout the day to jump on the live. Good morning, Wine Down with Shabola. Yes, I know about. I have a car seat for my dog. Jamie, I didn't at that time, but there was this lady that stopped to help me because she seen everything that happened. I had to call her my angel. And we used to keep in touch. I hadn't talked to her in a while. She stopped to help me, and she was a dog mom. She didn't have any children. She was an older black lady. And she had a car seat in her car for her dog that she gave me. She had two dogs, and they were at home, of course. She gave me the car seat, but not only that, she gave me a food bowl she had just gotten from Home Goods because his food bowl crushed in the wreck. And she had, I mean, this, and he still used that food bowl to this day. Very, very nice. And she gave me that, and she was out there, y'all, telling them firemen, y'all, wash this baby up. Wash this baby up, talking about the dog. Clean his face up. So I didn't look at his face until when she was, making sure everything was good with him. She's the one who said, it's okay. It's just his nose that's cut up. I didn't want to look at his face. I was so scared that it basically was gone. It was that much blood. But it was just his nose. So when she told me that, I looked at him, y'all. I didn't know my right. I knew I had pain coming from somewhere, but you know how that fight or flight mode, your adrenaline is up. And it was hurting, but man, didn't even realize I had broken bones. I was more worried about the dog than I was myself. So I know it's crazy, but y'all know how we can be. Y'all know how we can be. Good morning, Lady E. Everybody said good morning, Charlie. Charlie, say good morning. I fell out of bushes to thank you for doing early lives. It help us early morning folks get through the day. Oh, city girl, and I started not to go live today because I just went live last night. So for y'all to just coming in, definitely go check out that live because I was a little frustrated. Um, y'all, people want attention. That's it. So I gave her a little 5 minutes of attention. Um, and I'll talk about that in just a second. But I'm glad it does help you get through. I would love to work from home 100%. I'm about to start looking for a job that I can. I need to spend more time with my mom. Got you. That makes sense, Keisha. Does your mom live with you? Tony Love, good morning. I have two car seats for both dogs, but my bad Shapu won't sit in it. He wanted to be in the front seat with mommy. Girl, Charlie, ever since that wreck, his nerves are so bad. He just, oh Lord, he wants to sit in my lap. And I'm like, Charlie, I cannot drive with you in my lap. But I don't like that. I used to bring him with me everywhere I went, especially if I was bringing my daughter to school or my son to school. But he don't sit down. I'm like, you do too much. So I leave him at home now. Good morning, Cora. Okay, yeah, definitely catch the replay. Good morning, Island Girl Tamika. But yeah, y'all, I did go live last night, and I was listening to Truth in the Cities live, and she was just talking about, Amira and some stuff with that, and them supporters over there that he's now blaming. So definitely, if you have not checked out Amora's live video, she did a premiere yesterday. It was about 25 minutes, uh, going through the various things that Robert has blamed people for. How he takes no responsibility, has no accountability for anything he does. So she went down a list of everything this man has blamed others for. Never once taken accountability. But now he's starting to blame his supporters for the breakup of him and Amira. So it's funny because now they're catching the blame for the breakup, saying that instead of supporting him, they were researching her background, and they were, discussing her on platforms basically. And I'm guessing what I got from him is basically all of this affected her, just like Desharia said. It was getting to her mental health, and she didn't like the spotlight, and she didn't, you know instead of basically embracing her, they looked her up, and he said his supporters, because we weren't worried about her. We were glad that he had somebody, because that just means he leaves Brie alone. So we were hoping, hey, y'all go get married, do y'all thing, you know she'll figure you out. So yeah, but he blamed his supporters, of course. Good morning, school psych. Good morning to your love. I enjoy those calm conversations as well. It balances the chaotic evening lives. That's true, different perspective. I was a little turned up last night. Well, I really wasn't turned up. I'm not a turned up type person. I'm real, like nonchalant all the time. But I can take it there if I need to. My dog has gotten better, but his anxiety was out of this world. I wonder if most Maltese. Rita, I didn't know. So my dog is so attached to me, it's ridiculous. And it's a different, like, ridiculous. Like my husband said, he ain't never seen no dog like this, where he literally waits for me by the door. He can tell when I'm on my way home. He's just like, he don't want to be bothered with nobody. It's like my mama about to walk through that door. I'm sitting on the floor, he gonna literally come. It's almost like he gotta touch skin to skin. It's weird. And so my son looked it up the other day, and I done had him all these years and didn't know that Maltese were like the most affectionate dogs ever. They're the dogs that have the most anxiety when it comes to separation. So now I understand why he's like that. It's just in his nature. But I was just like, what is wrong with this dog? Why is he always like, I mean, I can't get out of his sight. He follow me everywhere. And it becomes nerve-wracking. I'm sitting there working during the day. He come up, want to be picked up. Everybody knows him at my job. They like, oh, hey, Charlie, on the Zoom calls, because he is all in the damn camera. So he just like attention. Good morning, Lolita. Good morning, Joanne. But yeah, but I did a live last night. So just going back to that, Truth in the City went live. It was a very good live, and she stayed live for a good little while. And then she got off the live, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna teach myself some more CapCut and do some video editing and stuff like that, because I just been on the back end. When I was off last week, so I had time to play around with the computer, and so and with videos. And so then I see Truth in the City is back live. And then I click on, and she don't wait no time. And she normally play her music first. She's like, y'all get in here right now. Get in here right now. Cause what I just heard, I said, oh shoot. I didn't know what she was talking about, because I didn't even go check to see who was live. I don't watch them other people. Like, I don't watch none of them folks. So besides, our crew, Pokey, True, um, Miss Fee, Amora, of course. I watch our crew. Who else goes live? But yeah, I watch our people. So She went live and she started to like go in on Janky. Y'all was over there literally fiending for attention. After is what I was told after I got off my call. Um, you know how she do. You know how when it's calm, she got to create discord to get the attention back because she needs some content. So that's what it was. It was just she needed some content. She want to argue. She want to fight. She want to do what she normally does out here on this internet and then go play victim. And so she talked about Bree, of course, and basically ran Bree down for wanting to further her education at the big old age of 34. Why would you want to go back to school at your age? First of all, Bree did not say she was leaving the internet. Bree has over 3 million followers. I would not leave the internet. I would always have this in my pocket. But that's not what her lifetime desire is, to be a content creator. That was that clown's thing that he wanted. He introduced her to that. But I thought about it after we got off the phone, after we got off the live. A lot of women give up their dreams when they get married. And then we just, especially when the man may be the breadwinner, and we just throw our dreams away. Whatever dreams we had growing up as a young girl, we throw our dreams away for theirs because you end up having children, you end up needing to be mommy or whatever, and you give up your dreams. But it is never too late to go back to school. Ever too late, especially not 34 years old. I think they get Bree confused and they think Bree just as old as they old crusty asses. I'm really starting to think that's what they think, y'all. I'm gonna try to go this back way because sometimes my phone starts to go out when I go that way, which is closer to my house. So I got a further walk, but come on. Let me catch up on some of y'all comments. My dog is like that with my daughter. That's her dog now. He's a multiple. Come on. I know. You're looking like, why are we not going home? Come on. And his name is Charlie as well. He's two. Oh, that's what's up, city girl. Charlie is a very popular dog name. Yes, I have tripped over my dog so much. Yep, I'm gonna have to catch your live from last night. I was trying to finish up a Amora live, then I got your notification. Yeah, her live. I don't know how long Amora was live. I'm gonna have to go back and check. But I don't know if I hit the live. I think I don't know. But Amora doesn't get my notification, so she don't know when I go live. I try to check to see who's live before I create that thumbnail or attach the thumbnail more like it. But I don't know. Last night when I heard that, y'all, I jumped off a Truth in the City live and just hit the live button. No, my mom lives alone, but she's 84 and she's very independent, but she can't get around nowhere. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. Go home, spend time with your mom, baby. We only get one. You're never too old to continue education. Good morning, Elevated Aura. Janky Jeannie, she's a self-absorbed idiot. Yes, she is elevated, very self-absorbed. Good morning, Grand Rising, Slow Bus Rider. Bree isn't even doing anything to be talked about. With her wanting to further her education is great. I can't believe that someone would find a problem with that. Rita, when somebody like her finds problems with everything, the sun could be too bright today. Of course we complain about heat all the time, so I'm not going to use that as a explanation, but the girl complains about everything. Oh, that car is too small. Oh, she complained about everything from everybody. That's how I know that she don't like her damn life. All because she's too dumb to go back to school to learn. So you tear down the dreams of somebody else's when they want to go back to school and learn? I applaud that. Whoever, they had a couple people on the live last night saying they were thinking about going back to school and, it's never too late. It is never too late. Everybody didn't get those opportunities when they were younger. They may have started in early, had kids early, got married early, had to shift some things around. What is wrong with that? And then the thing is, Bree has her education. She has what, 3 degrees, I believe, an associate's, a bachelor's, and a master's. So if she wants to go back and get her nurse practitioner license, I applaud that. From what I remember, good morning, Raccoon Mommy. From what I remember, Bree has always wanted to be in healthcare. Always, Lady E. She has always wanted to be in healthcare. She's always wanted to help others. That's something she's always said. But this girl literally sits over there and drags Bree. Oh, she want to return to a 9 to 5. And at least she's doing it on her own and don't need no white man's help. Hey, at least she don't need nobody help to do anything. She getting it out the mud herself. To me, that's jealousy. Did she find a problem with Sierra showing her college ID badge the other day after Bree said she was going back? Lady E, I bet you she didn't. Because Sierra ain't the clout. She don't want to talk about Sierra. And isn't Sierra older than Bree? But that tell me right there, I guarantee you, she don't want her youngest daughter to go to college because she don't value education. She could care less about it. That's why, like, she's just gonna stay stuck and ignorant her whole damn life. How can you proclaim to uplift women but tear down women's dreams? Raccoon Mommy, because she is the type that wants to put black women in a box. She would never, I explained this last night, she would never be around bosses. She sits in her lives with nothing but black women in her audience. She has a business, even though it's piss poorly ran, apparently, because she's out here on the internet all damn day, where she helps CNAs get study, because it ain't get their license. She helps CNAs study to get their CNA license. They do not have a CNA license when they leave her facility. They have completed basically the testing, the prerequisites when it comes to, studying for it. But who all are her clients over there? Those ladies are what color? Are they white? No, they're black. Black women trying to do better for themselves and their families. Her audience on YouTube and Facebook, half of them dead on Facebook. She got 30,000 or 29,000 supporters, but can't get a live with 100, barely 100 something people in it, unless you're talking about Amora or Bree. But you got 29,000 followers. So all them sleepy, half dead MFers need to just go ahead. They don't even know they subscribe to her anymore. Just like Robert. Half of them people don't even know they subscribe to him anymore. They just pressed it years ago and forgot about him. Don't even see him in their time, not even in their algorithm. But who are those people? What color are they that's in her chats? Her mods are what color? What race? But who does she tear down? Who does she say, oh, she can't be around those type of people? This lady couldn't, that's just like being under a pastor that's talking foolery like that. oh, I can't be around certain kind of people because I'm I'm above everybody. Girl, you need to go back to the hood because that's the same mentality that you still have. You looked upon a damn apartment 10 years ago. She'll never move. It would require too much of her. She don't do nothing. That's why she's okay with where she is. She would never be more than that 2 bedroom, 2 bath apartment above a goddamn stuffabuster. Because she's too busy tearing down black women that want to do better. So she feels superior to those women that is in that program she got over there. She feel above them. She feel above them mods in her chat and them Robert supporters. That's why she had to get the hell from over here. We have too many educated, successful, even if you may not have the degrees. We have some career driven women over here. We have some bosses over here. We have women over here with spouses that's been married for 20 plus, 15 plus, 30 plus years. Look at the difference, and I'm sorry, look at the difference of the people. It's a huge difference between a Robert supporter and a Bree supporter. I'm gonna catch up on y'all comments. I know my phone is probably gonna connect to my Wi-Fi, so give me a second. I'm coming, ladies. I just don't want this phone to go out. I'm gonna walk the back way again. Can y'all hear me? Let me know if y'all can still hear me. I don't have any text messages. Okay, cool. All right. Before I know my girl, this neighborhood is horrible. Seems like every neighborhood I move in, the reception is the worst, y'all. Oof. But let me go back and read some of y'all comments. Raccoon Mommy said Oprah has plenty of money and has gone back and gotten several degrees and didn't say she was gonna make pissy at a nurse at 56 years old. Oh, didn't she say, yeah, she did say that. That was basically gonna be her little project. She was gonna make a nurse out of her at 56 years old. So what's wrong with that? If pissy fishy or whatever you call her, if she decided to go back to school today or tomorrow, I would applaud it. I wouldn't even hate. If Janky Jeannie decided to go back to school today or tomorrow, I would, baby. I'm gonna donate towards that education. Because maybe then she can take some speech pathology or speech therapy classes and stop effing them words up the way that she do. I wonder how does her sister feel knowing she's against furthering education, being that her daughter was going to school the same time as your son, just a dumb Lady E, you are absolutely right. Because she did have a niece, or does have a niece that went to Howard. She don't care about that. The other day I heard, oh man, this probably been a couple weeks ago. I think somebody in her family, I don't know who told us that. Somebody in her family was going to the military. I was like, what? Not the same military that this girl dog for filth. I know you lying. Good morning, Cheryl. Trust me, she cries when she's not on live. You can tell she's not happy with her life at all. I agree, Lisa. Like I said last night, We don't know half of what these people go through when that live button is turned off. We don't know half of what they go through. They can be just as chipper. And I use Sacco and Dawson situation. Yeah, I know a lot of people don't know who they are, but content creators that's going through a public divorce right now. And they got a lot of followers. They done made $100,000 off of this far, off of a few videos that the husband has put out. But because people are nosy as hell. But yeah, they are some content creators that I've been following for a good little while now. I remember before Joe Chuck was born. So, Moore's gonna cover that story. I don't know if y'all seen that post she did yesterday. But Sacco made a point. She said, we show y'all what we want y'all to see. Y'all see 2 minutes. And the thing with Dalton and Sacco, they don't even go live. So it's not like you can see their character. You see them in the skits. Unlike Robert, we know his character because that fool stay live 24/7. We see him going off on supporters and cussing people out and saying all kind of disrespectful stuff. So we can tell who he is. But you don't know these people. We don't know these people. We don't know what they go through. We see 2 minutes or 3 minute clip and think we know their whole life story. And them people going through major hell at home. And Sacco made a point. She said it started in February and I left in July. Something started in February, is all I'm going to say. So we didn't know that. She could have been getting her ass beat when that camera went off. So don't ever judge a person by what y'all see on what they show to you. They choose to show to you on the internet. Wind Down said, I've been with my husband 21 years, married 11. That's what I'm talking about, girl. I love long, successful marriages. Like y'all give me goals, I'm telling you. I think that's just a blessing when you find somebody been married 35 years, 45 years. My grandparents was married 62 years. 62. If Bree leaves the internet, like True said last night, they will lose everything that they have gained from bashing her, the cars, the houses, everything. And Raccoon Mommy, I said last night, I'll starve their ass. It'll be some hungry people around here. Hungry, homeless people around here. If I could get off the internet, because she don't like this, first of all. It's got nothing to do with them. That's what they don't realize. They're not running her from the internet. This girl had dreams before she even met Robert. She's not with that man anymore. Why can she not go fulfill her dreams? Because content creation was not hers. It was his. And I find nothing wrong with that. But you're gonna tear a black woman down because she wants to further her education? Or you just need some content, just something to say, honestly. Because Amora told me she was called some bitches yesterday. She came in the live last night and said the lady called her out her name. Amora ain't even mentioned that heifer. But she want to fight. She want to argue. That's all she ever have in her pocket. She has no other tools in her pocket but fighting. Because that's what she been doing her whole damn life and running that big ass mouth that has gotten her nowhere. Thank you, Binky Bink. Good morning, Tasha Tony. Good morning, Tawana. Yep, her niece entered the Air Force. Let's see if she tear the military down then. She probably will. She the type, baby, what they say, bite you. I forgot the little saying, despite your face, whatever. She's so damn evil-hearted and envious, y'all. That girl tear her own self down trying to tear somebody else down. Do you remember how wanted them to meet and that was the no knees cousin's kid? Oh, okay, okay. She say no knee. That's that one that Ashley posted. She didn't have no knees. I'm like, damn, what the hell her kneecaps at? Oh Lord, I'm sorry. I had never seen it like that before. Yeah, I do remember her saying, "Dave, you got deeds to your house," bragging on everybody else, baby. As a business owner, Jackie should be attending workshops or classes to make sure it's up to date with the material she is providing her students. But I know she hasn't because she drags education. Sassy, being a business owner, you are absolutely right. That means continuous education. It never stops. Even I'm thinking about my hairdresser from the Baton Rouge area who did my hair for 20 years prior to me moving here. Still does my mother's hair to this day. She's a hairdresser. You think she just stopped her education with what she knew? This girl attends workshops, hair shows. She attends these continuing education courses when it comes to different product, where they show you how to, you know, I forgot what the product is called, Olaplex, all kind of things where I forgot the difference because I ain't had natural regular hair in a long time. I done been locked up for 5 years, but not locked up. Let me take that back. I've had locks for 5 years, but it does not stop. Is the point? When you are a business owner, it does not stop. Sassy, you are right. I know they got some classes out there, but you know what? That's why it is failing, though. That's why she wanted to sell that piss poor ass business for $150,000. That told me everything I need to know. I was like, shit, you going to sell it for that? Damn, that's low. That just means it's not profitable. But if you're not pouring into it and you out here arguing every day, if that is your main source of income, would you be out here jeopardizing that for YouTube? But we already know that she wants to be a full-time content creator because of the things that she's told Amora. And a lot of people, like, they think Amora just be talking. When Amora say something, guess what? I done heard it already. So when I hear her say it, I'm like, yeah, Amora told us that months ago. That lady wanted to sell that business. So that told us right there that that was not profitable. Y'all, she was happy about these checks she's getting. That check, that $6,000 check that she almost didn't get because she was falling asleep and letting Amora's videos play on lives. She wouldn't even had that if it wasn't for Amora. Amora went in there and cleaned that whole thing up and they gave that lady that check. But she be happy about $4,000, $5,000 checks. So that right there tell me you more happy about YouTube, a little YouTube check. And when Harmony got up there and said she made $8,000 basically dragging Bree a month, I seen the light bulb go off in her head. When Harmony said that, I said, oh shit, she about to come back out here and start dragging Bree. We all knew it because we know it's like, oh wait, how much you say you make dragging Bree? Oh, let me jump this train right now. Let me get on this train because dragging Bree is bringing in the bread. She know that what Amora does is bringing in the bread, but she can't do what Amora does. She can't even do what Harmony and them do. Harmony does, I heard she does nothing but videos. I didn't know Harmony don't go live. I've never watched that lady one day, but she does videos. Does she make AK? I don't know. She could have just been saying that, making it sound good. But whatever she made, that light bulb went off up in old girl head. You got that right, Sassy. I attend workshops often. Binky Bink, prime example. Binky Bink is a business owner. She owns a daycare, a very successful daycare. So, Binky, as a business owner, what do you do? Do you just run that daycare and you never go learn more and more about whether it's child care assistance, whether it's the do's and the don'ts for the state? Because I know you have the state that comes by. But if y'all can remember, This lady didn't even have her business for the state intact in order. Remember that she had all those deficiencies? I think she had 11 deficiencies at that time. Why? Why would you have 11 deficiencies on simple things? The training folders not being updated because you got your stupid ass on YouTube dragging a 34-year-old woman and you're not handling your business. Oh, I'm sorry, you had an office manager that wasn't handling. Well, damn, you're stupid because who has an office manager that they not following up on to make sure that they're doing their job? So you just paying somebody and she ain't keeping shit in order? Being a business owner, you still have to follow up on your business. Make sure that your business is being ran properly. But when you're sitting in a room, in a dark room, arguing and hollering at a goddamn screen, and your workers have to tell you to calm down, we can hear you. Whew, that's an unprofessional environment I could not even imagine. See, I know your business is successful, Binky, because that's what good business owners do. Good morning, Barbara. Yes, they do, Sassy. Good morning, Candy and Chad being listening, but just got a chance to speak. Good morning, Lisa. Hey, Michelle. Charlie's in the house. Yeah, I just took his leash off and came out to finish my walk. I'm going back to work today, so I got a full day. I haven't even looked at my agenda. I know I have, for sure, I think 3 calls today. She's the type of woman that goes broke trying to look rich. Lisa. But the thing is, she don't even be looking rich. She be looking like a damn fool is what she be looking like. Wearing a moo gown wherever you go, that don't look rich. You might as well wear a goddamn hair bonnet and some night clothes. Cause that's what you wearing. And sitting out. If y'all ain't seen that picture with her with them glasses on and that damn scarf on her head wrapped around like Sally Sue and that ugly ass dress on, y'all, I said this when you look at this picture, it screams, I'm Lifetime channel crazy. This lady, she reminds me of them Lifetime movies where you in a hospital setting and then a crazy lady who act like a nurse come in and steal people babies. That's what she remind me of. I know that's crazy, y'all, but I have always said that. That lady remind me, she looked like she steal people babies out the hospital. Just good and dingy as hell. I be looking at her like, it's her brain ain't all the way there. Oh, so what exactly is her business again? So if no students enroll, what happens? If no students enroll, she ain't got no business. If no students enroll, she has no, her job is based off of contracts. And we said we know this because she talks so damn much. See, when one thing about these people, when they on this side, they run their mouths. So we know everything when they go back and try to lie on the other side. And then they get over there and they lie to folks over there, but they know we already know the truth. We know what they told us. One is a lie, what they told us or what they telling them. But it goes off of contracts. Most likely meaning that it's state funded. We have a lot of women over here on this side that does the same thing that she does, that has had these businesses before and they retired from them. So we know, what all it takes to run that business and how hard that business is to be ran. Binky Bink had a business like this before, what she does. And Binky Bink always talk about how you got to get out there, you got to bid for contracts, constantly. It's a lot that goes into it. And she had already said she got to kiss white people ass. She was sick and tired of kissing white people ass. That's the asses you like to kiss. That's the skin color you're trying to be. Ain't you bleaching yourself? You should fit right along. You should be able to speak to them. Go kiss their ass and go get that contract. Because I know I could. But that's what the difference of having a mouthpiece can do. Not cussing out people on the internet. I use my mouthpiece in other areas. Because cussing somebody out on the internet ain't getting me a dollar in my pocket. Somebody like me, somebody like Binky, some of these ladies in this chat, y'all, we had that business, we'll have that shit up and running. Everybody will know our business. Everybody would know our business name. They'll be trying to have damn waiting lists to get into our programs. 11 deficiencies because she was too busy trying to impress Robert. This was before Robert Raccoon. This was when she was over. Well, she had just started falling out with us. You know how she did it was totally wrong with what she did. But that's when she was trying to steal the loud talkers. And I believe it was Teresa. If I'm wrong, I apologize. But I believe that's who it was that discovered all the deficiencies she had at her job. Good morning, Inga. I'm not even a business owner, but whenever I see someone doing a DIY class or something I like to do, I try to take it. But Lady E, that's you furthering your education. And education don't always mean that you get a certificate, but it's all about learning. And I apologize if y'all hear a whole lot of noise. They out cutting the community's grass this morning while I'm walking around the lake. But it's not even about just, getting a license, but just educating yourself. Whether it's taking some, listening to YouTube. Like lately, I have been just putting YouTube, different things about trading, day trading in my ear while I'm doing whatever around the house. If Amora's not on, if, nobody else that we watch is on, I'll throw that headphone in my ear and I'm just listening because that's my next endeavor, day trading. I want to learn the ins and outs. I have a coach that I've hired. I start on Saturday. So I want to be ahead of the game before I even start on Saturday so that I'm able to speak to, day trading terminology or whatever. I'm going to mute this phone because this guy is right by me cutting. I'm coming right back. Okay, that's better. Yeah, my son seen the alligator yesterday. He came out here to jog the lake last night, and he seen that damn alligator. It looked like it was the same size as the other one. So, who knows? I'm like, was it the mama? Because the mama is somewhere. Good morning. All right. But yeah, you can always further educate yourself, man. These days we got it at our fingertips. It's no excuse. But that lady don't want to learn though. She used to want Amore to do everything for her. That's why she don't know YouTube. She can't. I mean, I sat there the other night and taught myself StreamYard because you can do it like a pre-recorded video. You don't always have to go live. I literally sat up there and taught myself StreamYard. But she ain't gonna do that because she's so used to people doing stuff for her. That's the gold digging mentality. I heard the other day she said something about she was with 5 men for what they had. What? And you still sitting on craps? When women say that, I'm like, do you not hear how you sound? You are basically a modern day prostitute. You're with men for money. You just wasn't on the corner or the street. I have come to realize it's a reason why a few CCs don't show their houses. We seen fishies the other day, and Lord, I guess that was that lady house. I said, wait a second. Yeah, it's a reason, raccoon. It's a reason. You see, I didn't give a damn. I would have showed my last one. Because one thing you gonna say, it could be small. It could be whatever because I pay for what I can afford, where I can live comfortably. I don't give a damn about what nobody say about my home. But I bet you that sucker gonna be clean. If I walk in there right now, it's gonna be clean. My husband used to say every time I come over here before we got married, your house looked the same way, and you'd be like, "Hold up, I gotta clean up today." He like, "Clean what?" I'm here daily, very hands on with my business. You the first one there, Binky. What 6 something in the morning? I know that for sure. Even when I leave, I still know what's going on. That's why it's successful for 27 years and making good money with 30 kids. Wow. Wow. Good morning. Hey, morning. That's why it's successful. 27 years. That's a long time. And one thing about having a daycare, it's certain jobs, baby, you ain't got to worry about nothing. You don't have to worry about no damn um the stock market crashing. You look, you are an essential employee because people gonna always need a daycare. They having children every damn day. People gonna always need a funeral home. So y'all looking for any kind of work and want some longevity? Shoot, funeral homes, medical field. While she's trashing nurses, baby, we need them nurses. I see my NP more than I see my doctor because that's who, I can get in. If I got an issue right now, I can call and get me an appointment today. I may not be able to meet my doctor today, but that nurse practitioner gonna get me in, get me seen, and make sure that I get the medicine or whatever the treatment that I need. I'm grateful for my NPs. I'm grateful for my RNs. I'm grateful for my CNAs and my LPNs, especially the ones that want to go back to school and further their education to go higher. And if you don't, that's fine too. You do for whatever you can do for your life and for your family. Good morning, Tracy. Like them folks on that show, Saints and Sinners. Right. I like Saints and Sinners too, Lady E. I haven't. Did it come back on? Right, Candy. Just like Fisher claiming that those pics of her house was AI. Oh wow. Hey, I don't know. I don't know. But didn't they say some of the furniture was the same or something like that? Some bar stools. I don't know. Good morning, Tamara. Hopefully you feeling well. Good morning, Tammy. Rita M. Anyone who believes those videos are AI or delusional. So someone AI her in her kitchen sleeping at the table. Oh Lord, I did see that video. Whoever it was, it looked like they was recording from the other room because they seen her nodding off. Damn, not the community's grass, girl. That's low budget. My community got grass. That's girl. You low budget. You got grass in your community. I got concrete. Oh Lord. Good morning. I said it 911. Thank you, Binky Bink. Yeah, if you didn't hit the like button, please like this video. Thumbs it up, please. Raccoon said, I'm taking an options course now with Courtney Hill. Oh, okay, okay. Mine is Coach Julian. I don't know if you've ever, he's all over the internet, but that's where it's at, Raccoon Mommy. And I'm trying to get there. I'm trying to get there. This guy, he trades for people as well. He's actually trading for my aunt. But oh baby, it costs big money to even get started with him. When I say big money, but he trades for people. And the first day, the first meeting I had with him, he was trading and he showed me good morning where he made $117,000 just that day. He been doing it for over 20 years though. So he know the ins and outs, um, and it's a lot of things that I know about it already. Um, like I know a lot about calls and puts and the bull and the bear. I've been doing research on all of that. But I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait. I was trying to get in his class that started 3 weeks ago, but he's full. He gets full really, really quickly. And my aunt called and said, "Hey, he got an opening or whatever." My aunt is a entrepreneur, and she's like, "Look, we need somebody that understands options trading in this family." And I'm too old. She's 68. She's like, "I'm too old to go back to school and learn." Which she's not too old, but my aunt has never worked for a soul in her life. She's only worked for herself because we have businesses on my dad's side, two businesses, concrete businesses, and they've been in the business for over 60 plus years. So that's all she knows is that. Um, but I said, hey, I'll learn it, and I'm gonna teach others too. So y'all beware. Whenever I learn everything I can learn, and I'm successful at it, I'm coming to the loud talkers and gonna host some classes myself on how to day trade. Because I wanted, like this guy, he breaks it down simple. And that's what I'm looking forward to. Good morning, Miss Pam. Good morning, embedded in his soul. Y'all, Charlie, I walked Charlie this morning. He's in there laying down right now, probably like, when is my mama coming back? But I like to walk him and then put him up because he get tired easily. He getting old. And then walk the lake once or twice. And I don't see the alligator today. I wonder where they be going. Which my husband showed me yesterday that over here is water too. And I can tell because of the way that the grass looks. It's like marsh instead of regular grass. You could tell it's long stems of grass. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, but over here there's water too. So Lord knows what all we got surrounding us. Now they do have this gate, these little fence here, so that can kind of block whatever from coming over there. But I'm sure these waterways, it came from somewhere. Whew. Let's see, 27 years, that says it all. That speaks volumes. Yes, it does, Raccoon Mommy. Good morning. Good morning, Miss Pam. And embedded, those orange bar stools were the same as the picture she posted. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, how would people get pictures of inside her house to even do AI? That's a good question. You got to take a picture of it in order to make anything happen with those pictures. So, how would they have pictures inside of her house to even do any AI with it? I don't know. Somebody's gonna say they are trading too. Timmy, we know it. We know monkey see, monkey damn do around here. My 25-year-old son does trading. He is self-taught and getting good at it. He has made $8,000 on the trade before. It's something he does on the side to his main job. Tia, that's where the money is. My son, he can't wait. And I told him I'll sign him up for the class as well. But he can't wait. Like those youngsters, man, they know how to get to the money. And day trading, I know a lady who make 40K a month off day trade. And that's on the low end. She makes 40K plus every month. It's a lot of sitting behind the computer, and it's like it takes some knowledge now. You don't just think you can go and press some buttons and you're gonna be $40,000 a month richer. But those like the young people with them young brains, oh yeah, they learn that stuff quickly. I need to start eating me some superfoods to even be ready for Saturday. Some brain food. Rita said definitely not AI. Look, I don't know. How did they even get the pictures for it to be AI? Is the question that I would have. So people just got random pictures of your home. Who was the person that showed the pictures? Were they a friend of hers that took them while or maybe they were friends at one time and fell out and You see, that person pulled the Don. You remember Don did that? Went to Bree house and was taking pictures of the toilet and all kind of stuff. People right like that don't have no good motives at all. I guess they say you never know. I might need this for evidence or something. Whoever was hiding by those stairs was definitely doing some G14 classified spy work. I haven't seen all of it, Lady D, Lady E. I'm gonna have to go. Who page is it on? Because I wasn't in there in Pokey's live that night, and I know I think Amber showed it too, and I seen a couple. Like I remember her on the couch sleep or something with pee, and then that damn toilet with waste. I mean, not toilet, tub with waste in the tub. That wasn't no cat waste. I'm sorry, cats don't like that. Cat shit pebbles. That looked like a pit bull took a dump in that damn tub. They said they were her ex-boyfriend named Skip. Oh, okay. So Skip is her ex-boyfriend. I didn't know that. I've been hearing Amber say Skip, and I see that Sharman and Shrugs or something like that page that was in Amber's chat. But I didn't know that that was an ex-boyfriend. Damn. Boy, you better not ever fall out with these niggas. They will expose your nasty ass. That's one thing. You can't go to none of my exes. And look, whenever they was trying to research my family and do all of that, I was like, yo, I hope they get in touch with my exes. I hope they do. Because I already know them men, both of my ex-husbands speaks highly of me. We don't have no drama. Baby, we get along. My ex-husband was just here. My kid's father was here the last 2 weekends visiting his children, spending time with his children. That's like, I always say we like cousins. We just, it's been so many years. It's been 16 years since we was married, but we had children. We're family. I sat in the back of his goddamn ugly ass Cybertruck Saturday, talking to him and my daughter. Like, I don't have those bad relationships in my life. Like Janky does. They got people that ain't even owning their damn children in they life. When I'm hearing stuff like that, I'm like, what? Children don't even have daddies. They gotta give them other daddies because they real daddies disowning their ass because of her. What? I don't have that in my life. You can even go to my second ex-husband. He gonna say shit. I ain't got nothing bad to say about her. We still talk here and there. It ain't no beef. It's all love. It just didn't work. It was just a relationship that didn't work. You don't always have to have drama with it. I just see somebody come in. You better not say cousins. Uh, we not cousins, most definitely, but I just say we just like family. We just, we were young, 23 years old when we got married. We 43 years old now, 20 years. We would have been married for 20 years this year. Because my sisters, my stepsisters, and my stepbrother, we all got married the same year. It was what, four of us. All our parents, four kids got married the same year, 2006. And I'm the only one that's been divorced. They're all of them are still married. So that's how I know how long it would have been. Um, it could have been anybody. They have so many people running through that house. That's true, different perspective. You're right about that. That house is a revolving door. We've seen it. Mr. Sherman shrugs, I think. I honestly feel like it's the hairdresser. Oh, what was his name? Bradley or whatever. I heard about that. I seen something on Lampo page about that. You better not say cousins. Lady E, you so crazy. Good morning, Kathleen. She posted, he said that wasn't him. Mm. Those Cybertrucks look like air fryers with wheels. Elevator, they so damn ugly. They so ugly. He pulled up. I said, what the hell is that? Which I knew he had it already because we follow each other on social media and the guy dropped it off to his home because I think he had a special order or something. But he a Tesla. Him and his wife, they have nothing but Teslas, 2 cars and that Cybertruck. So that's why when I hear people bragging about Tesla, hold on, it's this loud ass dude on this thing. I'm gonna mute y'all. Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, but those are the ugliest vehicles. Oh shit, here go another one. Boy, they cutting the hell out this community grass today, Lady E. Ugh, she got grass. If they didn't cut the grass, I would have been in the ghetto. All right. Ooh, they got a lot going on out here this morning. I'm walking back, y'all. Yeah, I look, elevated or you right though. They do look like air fryers on wheels. They are ugly. Right. I've never seen cat shit that big. Rita, we know that would no cat. I don't know what the hell that was. I would be surprised if she did it. That lady is delusional. She knows none of them will have content without Brianna. I think it's Bradley too. Tammy, that page popped up on. Yeah, I heard the page had just been created that day, right after it was said the health status was. Oh, he had to save face when he was on that panel with her. Wow. Hey, Proud Loud Talker. So he got on the panel with her. I know I heard him on Pokey's panel for a quick second. But he was crying or something. I was like, ooh, it's sad right here. Let me jump off. I think she can narrow it down because how many people is she opening her door up? Proud Loud Talker, a whole bunch. A whole bunch. I could tell you who been in and out of my home. My children and my husband and maybe my daughter friend. But baby, look, that damn doorbell, person seen that doorbell, package seen that doorbell. I know exactly who coming in and out. Cameras is all around there like Fort Knox. He was with her all the time, and one thing's for sure, a skip does exist, and we never knew of a skip before he popped up. That's true, Kathleen. I ain't never heard of it. Now that I find out there's somebody that she had once dated, that make a lot of sense. He would have had access to that home to take those pictures. He probably was taking them pictures because I've done that too. Been in the house like, damn, this damn house nasty. Y'all wouldn't believe it. And you know, you take pictures to show to laugh about it later. But maybe that's what it was. And then no lie, you know, with her nodding at the table though, that's funny as hell. So I could see somebody recording that from the other room, you know, her rocking because either she was just sleepy or she was high or she was drunk. I don't know. I don't know which one she was. Lady E hasn't posted. So the page hadn't posted nothing since. I heard that they thank you, Binky Bink. I heard that the person started taking stuff down that night. Good morning, Aisha. He went live on his page and his demeanor shifted, had everybody sending emails to Jesus asking for our prayers back. What? Okay, because he was emotional on Pokey's live, but he went back, must have talked to her, and then came back with a whole new attitude on his page. That makes sense. She told him whatever she wanted him to know or whatever, you know, she wanted him to hear. And she cleaned it up on their end. And now they coochie crunch. Like they say, they coochie crunch. Good morning, Kaibo. But yeah, ladies, definitely check out my live from last night. I was just my spirit was disturbed when I heard a 49-year-old grandma literally tearing down a 34-year-old young mother of six because she wants to go back to school, like laughing and mocking her, y'all. I heard 3 minutes of it and I had enough. I didn't know nothing else she said because when Truth said it, I said, let me just go over here and see what she's talking about. Man, I said, there's some stupid, ignorant nigga shit right here. Because that's exactly what it was. Poverty mindset, bottom of the barrel, low vibrational. If Robert said today or tomorrow that he was going to editing school, a content creator school, whatever kind of school they may have for him to step his game up, y'all think we would laugh at him? I wouldn't. I'd be like, that's what's up. He trying to perfect his craft because this is all he have. So hell, by all means, go educate yourself, young man. You never too old to learn. Never too old and never too young. It just gets harder when you get older because you don't retain information like you used to. Whoever it was knows how grimy she is and knew they would eventually need it. I agree. He went to his own panel saying he told his truth. We was trying to tear them apart, but was on Pokey crying saying he told certain people with friends like two who needs enemies. Well, one thing, if he know that he told her that, how the hell did the internet know? I seen Amber said they were told in 2025. That is foul as hell as a friend to tell the health condition, whatever it is. That's foul as hell to tell somebody else what that man's status is. That's between him, his damn doctor, and HIPAA. So he can be stupid if he want to. He better not tell no more of his business. Because it sound like somebody over there talking. Because how the hell would the internet know? Did he do a live and he told everybody on the internet? I don't know. I ain't followed it like that. So I don't know what has been going on. That needs to carry her ass back to middle school. Yes, baby. Middle school. That's what, look, girl, she would have to start all over. I mean, she got to start over with the tracing of the damn words, y'all. The conjugation of verbs. Look, she got to start with them sight cards, them sight words. Is that like remedial? Repeat after me. Street. It's spelled Street. Street. The fact that she thought, hold up. Hey, Tender Caesar, let me go back. Why would anyone want to discourage someone from bettering themselves? Because they a hater, Tammy. Because they ain't shit. They a hater. Let's be real. Only a hater would discourage somebody to go back to school. Because they know that lady will never, ever, her or her daughters. I don't know about that younger one because she's starting off now. I don't know. All we could do is pray for that one because she been homeschooled, baby. And oh, I'm not saying a lot of homeschool people are very, very smart. My niece and nephew are homeschooled. They're homeschooled because their parents are military. My sister is in Tokyo, Japan. They grew up in Okinawa, Japan for the first 8 years of their life. And they are smart as damn whips. They are bilingual. I think speak more than two languages, actually. Very, very smart. But their dad, he's retired Marine, but also he has his doctorate degree. He's their homeschool teacher. He administers their tests. He's their tutor because he's retired military now. And he's also a college professor online. So he's 100% at home with them while receiving a disability military check, a retirement check. And he's been retired since he was 37 because he started at 17. His parents signed him to go into the Marines at 17. So he retired 20 years later. And he had a back injury. So that was why he got out so young. But his kids are very, very smart because he's smart. I cannot imagine my homeschool teacher that can't even speak the English language. So I don't know about the daughter. I pray that she's a bright young lady. That's all I can say. But if you got the mentality like the other sister and the mammy, Lord have mercy, is all I can say. It's going to be another gold digging situation because that's what I believe she teaches those girls, how to be a gold digger, not how to be a boss on your own. Go be a boss on your own. Educate yourself. Go get some stuff on your own. Nothing wrong with having someone assist you. You know, sometimes it takes people to help you get there. But I wouldn't have put my name on no business with no goddamn white man. Hell no. For him to have a get out moment and snatch all my shit, hell no. I ain't giving nobody that much power over me. Tender teaser, yes, most definitely. Go and replay. Hit that replay. Am live now, fishy ass. Oh Lord. Well, I'm about to get off soon. Let me read these messages so y'all can go watch because baby Am goes in. Yeah, I listened for about 5 minutes. She told Bree she should have used Ja and RH to get ahead. See what I mean, Kathleen? Do you see what I mean? That's why her mentality is where it is. She always want to use somebody to get ahead. How about you? Oh, that's so girl. Use RH and Ja to get ahead. But also said that's what she did and she's wrong. Just talk it. Well, why the fuck would she tell a young woman to use a man to get ahead when she fucked up? Excuse my language. When she ain't successful. It wasn't a successful digging experience for her. I would dare tell my daughter to use a man to get ahead. Man, come on. Come on. The fact that she thought that was funny is what deeply disturbing. Very, Kaibo. She is a disturbed individual, though. I'm getting close to home, y'all, so hopefully it's not breaking up. But definitely let me know. I'm keeping an eye on the comments if it is, because I know it's going to attach to my Wi-Fi, and it normally goes out then. But I'm going to read the rest of these comments. I know Amber live, and she probably going off over there. Let me know if you can still hear me. He claims he told it this year, but Amber and a few said they were told in 2025. Yep, I heard her say that. I heard her say that. Man, the day she graduates, she is getting the hell out of there. Well, I put the hell in there. She getting out of there on the first thing smoking. Damn. Good morning, Levette. Hold on, y'all. I just walked through my door. Let me know if y'all can still hear me. Let me know if y'all can hear me. Let me check my Wi-Fi. Yeah, it connected. Okay, good. But I seen that, I guess she said it in one of those emotionally drunk nights. Oh, okay. And she was running her mouth. I can see that. Told that man business. Man, the day she graduate, oh yeah, I read that. Lady E, that would be the best thing for her. Graduate and get far, far away. Because if she encouraging Bree, somebody young enough to be her child, to use a man or use men to get ahead, that girl, oh Lord. Oh, that ain't a mentor for nobody, y'all. Jank is not disciplined enough to teach. She has a monkey mind and she's not organized. I agree, different perspective. I do agree. No, she said Bree should have did it, then said that's what Bree did to RH and she was wrong. She was wrong, not her. Bree did not do any. Bree, first of all, didn't use RH to get ahead. They were married, stupid. If that's what you call using somebody to get ahead, You have a lot to learn. She don't understand marriage, for one thing. They were married. We know Robert throws a camera in anybody's face that he's with. It just so happened he threw a camera in Bree's face and people fell in love with her and her personality and her realness. And they liked her. And guess what else they did? They poured into her, they supported her, and they she passed his ass up. The student passed up the teacher. And that's what he don't understand. He trying to figure out why he not successful, why he got 1 million views. People don't like your ass. You're not a likable person. You're condescending. You tear your supporters down. You make them feel that they're less than you. Does that sound familiar, y'all? Who else does that? That's their mentalities. And then they wonder why people don't like them. Why would they like them? I ain't about to follow nobody that's tearing black people down. Y'all, if Amora was tearing down black women, do y'all think that she would have the support that she have? Will we come out and support her as much as we do with our presence, with our finances, with emotional support, whatever support? Would we support Amora the way that we do if she was tearing down women that look like us every day in her lives? No. I don't know no fool that's gonna sit up there. You know what? I do. I do know some fools, women that either have been abused or don't mind taking abuse, because that's the only kind of people that's gonna sit there and actually sit up there and be torn down. Because that these are the type of women that listen to that think when men call them bitches is a term of endearment. No, ain't no man calling me no bitch and getting away with it. If he do, he better do it underneath his breath. I bet not ever hear him. I've never heard a man call me that because I don't carry myself that way. I ain't after men money because I've always made my own bag. And there's so many women that's always, what can a man do for me? What can a man do for me? What the hell can you do for yourself? What do you bring to the table? People like her don't bring nothing to the table but a big ass mouth. Um, Good morning, Des. She was double talking. She always double talk, Kathleen. She got a double ass tongue and a double ass mind. That's all she ever do is double talk. She just talks so damn much, she don't be knowing what the hell she talking about. We know how jacked up her vocabulary is, so she can't even, she don't speak correctly, so I can only imagine that mind probably be all jacked up inside. Cause she trying to think about what to say to make it sound good or be grimy enough for those supporters. Because that's all she wants is, to tear Bree down for them. I remember that lady said she would never do this again to that girl. And that's what's disappointing. It's the fact that she apologized to her. Bree done had so many women apologize to her to turn around and do the same damn thing to her. They can't ever say we like them. We don't roll like that. You ain't seen us flipping, flopping a Robert supported today, a Bree supported tomorrow. Hell no. I told Amora last week, me and her could fall out the bed tomorrow. I'm gonna turn this app off and I'm gonna start watching my crime shows whenever I used to watch her. You'll never see me go on and be in nobody else's chat like a janky or a BR or a loop. I ain't going to none of their ass chat. I don't find them amusing. I don't understand how you automatically just become a Robert supporter because you fell out with a more. That's how you know there's just some unloyal, double-minded, contradicting clowns out here. She's never been married for real. Exactly, Kathleen. Never. Never been married for real. So I don't expect her to know certain things. So she ain't never been a wife. Nobody like him. His own supporters don't like him. He only get views when he's throwing shade. Absolutely. And them supporters are figuring his ass out day by day. And I love it because now he's turned on them. He is blaming them and they don't like it. Now all of a sudden I seen one of his biggest big heavy hitter supporters. I say heavy hitter, no, they not, but a big supporter over there saying, well, hold up, we didn't do this, we didn't do that. Why are you blaming us? We didn't cause the demise of you and Amira's relationship. Now they feeling bad. Nah, that's what he always did. He blamed his mama for dying when he was 5. He blamed Bree. He blamed Sierra. It's always somebody to blame. I can't stand people that don't take accountability. Dad says she just stupid and say stupid shit at 49. I would never sit in someone live that talks stupid like that, and I know she's saying dumb shit. Exactly, Des. Exactly. Just dumb all around. All around, just ignorant. I don't know if you heard that live last night. I know, you're a big Bree supporter, and always have, and always will be. But that lady had the nerve to down talk Bree because Bree talking about going back to school to finish up her damn NP license. That really pissed me off. You don't, man, she the type of mama, y'all, that when the daughter says, I want to do this and I want to do this in life, and I have this goal, that goal, she the type that will tear her child down and be like, hating on the child so that the child don't pass her up. She'll be in competition with her own damn daughters. I can see it. That's who she is. Her own flesh and blood. When you should want what's better for your child. I know I do. I've always wanted better. I don't want her to go down some of the roads, some of the experiences that I had to go through. Financially, emotionally, whatever. Mm-mm. Um, he has been jealous of Bree the clown. He used to go live mad, cussing his supporters out, that they would post the same content and nobody liked his, but ran Bree likes and views up. Because he just not a likable ass person. Don't nobody like his corny ass. That man is corny as hell. I have not found one skit that I actually enjoyed from him, that I liked, that I laughed, that it was actually funny. Not one. Every last one has been corny as hell. You need to set standards for yourself. Absolutely, Levette. The baby girl gonna be worse than Janky ever was. She's been watching all her life and she going after whatever she can to get ahead. That's the part that makes me sad. Mm-mm. You're right. And honestly, we are just thinking how I am. I may not have thought I was watching my mom's every move back then, but I'm so much like my mother. It is so crazy. Sometimes I pass by the mirror and I see her and I have to jump and go, woo. And my mother's a very beautiful lady, very beautiful physically, and has the sweetest spirit ever. Will give anything to anybody. But I know it's a lot of times that I do things and I'm like, damn, I ain't know I did this just like my mom. I never realized I just did it. It's the nature of us. So you're right. That girl has seen all these men, seen her mother using these men. So I hope that she does something different. Hope she realized, well, it wasn't successful for my mom. So let me do something different. I want to be a wife one day. I don't want to just use men for money. Sure is and won't be supportive. Exactly. I was going to school probably all of my 30s. That's just dumb shit. Girl, like 30 something is older. That's how I know that's a hater. Shit, people go back to school 80 years old. It ain't never too late. I know somebody getting their doctorate right now that's 65. I told him, Des, we not like that. If Robert said he was going back to school to go learn anything, editing, anything dealing with content creating, or say he wanted to shift his whole mindset and go into another field that may work for him. It could have been nursing, it could have been welding, electrician, whatever. You think we're gonna belittle him? Hell no, we don't operate like that. That's just the difference of the people, though. You know, that it's just the difference of who we are and who they are. That's how I know that lady belongs over there. Oh, she belong. Everybody that's over there, right where they at, they belong with them type of people and them type of mindsets. They never deserve to be over here with women like us. Women that's on their shit, women that's classy, women that are wise, women that are successful in their career, to go be with a man because he drive this kind of car, meaning he probably got this type of money. Hell no. I told my daughter, guess what? A boyfriend gonna come, and my son. A girlfriend gonna come, a dime a dozen, a boyfriend gonna come, they gonna be there. The easiest thing to get is a man. Easiest thing. If I wasn't married, I could, that's easy. Work on your education first. Build yourself up. Don't get pregnant. Don't get nobody pregnant. Focus on you getting where you need to be. Because once you bring them babies in the world, it makes it even harder. You can do it, but it makes it harder. And then after that, you got a lifetime to worry about that. Robert went back to work with Lyft and still is doing it. He just doesn't show it anymore. So you think he's still doing Lyft, Kathleen? I was wondering that if he was still doing it. Janky has had that child play a major role in schemes and scams. She has called all those men dad. She will put her skills to work because that's the TV screen her mom let her watch. Gloria, you are preaching this morning. I agree. I totally agree with you. It's what she's seen. So that's all she gonna know. I'm sorry. In 2026, we as black women are bosses, y'all. We make, I seen Bree posted that the other day. It's a lot of times in our careers, we make way more than men. We figure it out. We get it out the mud. We go grind. I said this the other day. We go grind and we go get 2 and 3 jobs to make ends meet to get what we need to get. So it's no way that we need to be dealing with a man, putting up with their bullshit just for them to pay some bills. Now he ain't getting nothing for free. Don't get me wrong. You hear? Oh no, I don't believe in that. A man, you got to work. Man, don't work, he don't eat. But I ain't about to. That's not what I'm about to depend on. Because anything could happen. That man could get sick. That man could lose his job. And then what? People take this social media too serious. Look, that's all they have, though. Think about it. That's all they have is social media. Some people don't have things like, family in real life, friends in real life. Just think, Jake ain't got no damn friends. That girl she can't befriend nobody. Her daughters are her friends. Cause she's so damn jealous hearted, she'll run off any friends she could think about having. Cause she gonna end up comparing herself to them, being in competition with them. That's nerve wracking. I could never have no friend like that. Ever. But anyway, y'all, Amber's live. Y'all go jump and go watch her tell Fishy another hole. And I'm about to jump in this tub and get my day started. I'm back at work today and I got a whole bunch of calls. So it's been a pleasure. Check out my live I did last night if you have a chance overnight. And other than that, I will holler at y'all later. Y'all have a good day.